Lobby. Receptionist, what now? 11 a.m. Check out. Might give her one foul just to tell her it's one now. How come? I need rest, no recess in my schedule. Right. Mama used to serve vegetables, now half the meals got tentacles. Right. Half the errands need a reservation and half my money goes straight to taxes. But I don't trip about it, that's what happens when you got dreams closer than a mansion. Plus all your boys got expensive habits. Go. I know what they're thinking, they don't even gotta say it. Nope. They thinking they just made it. I know how to make everybody feel famous. I don't gotta work no day shift. I don't gotta split no payment. I don't gotta answer questions. Right. And I don't need you to okay it. Yeah. Okay. 30,000 in the pocket, no change. Okay. I might pass the ball, but this is no game. Okay. All my girls, they love and hate me the same. Okay. So when I die, I ain't gonna be from old age. Somebody gonna want revenge. Somebody might want it now. Right pocket got euros. Left pocket got pounds. Somebody gonna want revenge. Somebody might want it now. Throw the ball with the right hand, catch with the left, touchdown. They check second to 10. Hey.
Well, this venue will host Super Bowl 55 in a couple years' time, but for now, we've got non-playoff football here at Raymond James Stadium in Tampa, Florida. Just a short time ago, the Buccaneers emerging from their tunnel to the roar of this frenzied crowd here in the Sunshine State. And we're in the big ship, and fittingly, everyone here ready to do battle as Tampa Bay gets ready to match up with the San Francisco 49ers. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20.
The Bucs take over first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Wait, 10. Wait, 20. Check. Waddle.
The second-year man from USC, this is Ronald Jones. Give him 3 there on the first play of the game, and it's second down. Now, this series between the 49ers and the Bucs began back in 1977 in Tampa Bay's second year in the NFL. It's been a series that the 49ers have dominated, 17-7 overall, although Tampa has won the last 2 meetings. The last run got 3, now here's 2nd and 7.
Hey, wahoo!
Mike's by 4.
Mike 50.
Brady now to throw. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
7.
Oh, yeah. And here we go again. 56. Mike, 56.
Hey, 66.
Throwing is Brady on 3rd down. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by the former first-rounder Jimmy Ward. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts.
Here we go. 180. I got you, punk.
And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. They take to the air on the first play of the drive, and the pass just a little bit off there.
I thought there was some turbulence in the pocket there. Took him off platform, off schedule, unable to get set and make a nice throw.
Here we go.
2nd and 10 now from the 27. A first carry for the former Falcon, Tevin Coleman. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. The Niners have the first down on a gain of 11.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
Our game not even 2 minutes old, but a quick red zone opportunity. They come up 1st and 10 at the 16. Right back to Coleman here on first down. And he'll get 4 there, down to about the 12-yard line.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
Get ready, 11, 21. Stay hot.
On 2nd down, it's Coleman. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. 2 yards the gain there, and now they're left with a 3rd and about 4 for a first.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? So a pretty big 3rd down mistake right there.
No doubt about it, and everyone's going to be upset. But they have to get out of this now and go ahead and play. They could have someone come at them in a big way on the next down.
They will come up on a 1st and 5 following the encroachment penalty. Garoppolo going to hand this one to Coleman. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down. Now from the 7, here's 2nd and goal.
11. Check 13. You draw Porter. 11.
Now they'll throw with Garoppolo to the end zone, but it's incomplete.
When you got your backs in the shadow of your goal line, you've got to be physical in that situation because there's not a whole lot of space, not a lot of wild plays that can be run there.
It's put up or shut up time. Defensively, nice job just to make sure they didn't complete it on that play. Looking to throw, Garoppolo. And this is caught. For the moment, it's a touchdown, but multiple flags down, so let's sort this out. No gain at all on the play there. That'll bring up 4th down. And the 14-year trusty veteran able to knock it through. CD, you know there were quite a few Bears fans back in January saying, why didn't we hold on to that Robbie Gould guy?
Well, it's a legitimate question. 33 of 34 for San Francisco in 2018. The crazy stat of the year, he missed more extra points, 2, than he did field goals, 1, in the 2018 season.
The Bucs take over 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, only gave up 3 points off of that, so shouldn't be a difficult hole to overcome.
It really shouldn't, as long as they're not listening to the chatter coming from the other side, because when you throw a pick, look, I know defensive backs, they have a tendency to be a little bit loud after they take one away. But they also have a tendency to gamble a little bit more, thinking they'll get a second one. Maybe they can take advantage of that with some double moves.
That pass play wound up for negative yardage, so here's 2nd and 11. Play action, now it's Brady. And he slings one that's incomplete. Mike Evans, the one he was looking for. And it's 3rd down.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Sugar! Regular!
Shotgun now for Brady. Oh, he can't get away, and Brady will go down. D Ford in there to drop him for a 6-yard loss, and that will lead to 4th down. So on 4th down, out comes the Bucs free agent signee Bradley Pinion to punt. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Pulled in at the 24. A great return there of 22 yards. And the Niners will go on offense. 1st and 10.
Here we go.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They finished off their opening drive of the campaign with a field goal on the last drive. Now they'll search for a touchdown here on this go-around. 1st and 10. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. The Niners have the first down on a gain of 11.
Something to watch here in week 1 of the season, tackling. Because you and I both know that in the preseason, a lot of these guys don't play a whole lot. Plus, the intensity and the speed really ratchets up on opening week.
Now a man open down the middle of the field and brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. He'll get a dozen there, and it's a first down, 49ers.
Here we go, here we go.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Watch the pass. Watch the pass.
One, Omaha.
They'll run with Coleman on first down. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. He'll get a dozen there, and it's a first down, 49ers. Getting the sense, Charles, they're going to put a big emphasis this afternoon on the run game.
And why not? What we're seeing so far, working pretty well from them. And here's the best part. We always talk about the best performers do their job when the lights come on. I think he likes natural light best.
And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
11.
On second down now, it's Coleman, and he'll fight his way down right around the 12. It'll only be a gain of a yard, and it sets up a 3rd down and 4 now.
Well, that didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
11.
Play fake there to Coleman. Now Garoppolo. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off down near the 5. And he's into the clear. The 40. 30. 10. And it's a pick 6. He brings it back to the house for a Buccaneer TD. Charles, I'm looking at you, and understandably, your mouth is wide open in disbelief. What were they thinking?
That's going to be one of the great mysteries, but I do know this. When they went out on offense, I will guarantee they told them, don't just make anticipatory throws. Make sure you see it before you throw it. Didn't happen here.
Trying to protect that lead, and now they gave it up. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. Now Garoppolo to try again after the pick 6. And they will not get the connection there. It's incomplete. Two seconds to go, first quarter.
Let's get that ball here. Let's get that ball right here.
Garoppolo to try again on second down. Looking deep for Gabriel. And that will fall incomplete. Oh, they took a shot there on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. The 49ers with the football here to begin the second quarter. They've got it 3rd and 10 here to start things out.
Here we go. 180.
54. Let's put him on the buses. Let's put that team on.
From the gun, it's Garoppolo. Flush to his right. He can run for it, and he will. And he'll be stopped here well short of the first down at the 24-yard line. Only able to get back a yard for his efforts, and that leads us to 4th down. On is the rookie 4th-rounder Mitch Wishnowsky to punt this one away, as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. A good return there, 17 yards. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have. And think back to our meeting with the head coach. And we asked him because we saw the forecast for this game, didn't we? We said, hey, have you prepared for this? And he talked about the different drills that they've done in adverse conditions, the wet ball drills, things of that nature. He said, I don't think it's going to slow us down much. We tend to handle it pretty well, and he's been right.
And let's pin the mirrors back and go full strength. Check four. Alert! Spud. 56. Hey!
On first down, Brady. Going to air it out deep for Gronkowski. This is caught. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. A big play there. 43 yards as the Buccaneers tack on to their lead. And I think I saw that right. You tell me if I'm wrong. That was just a fly route, just to go. He went.
Sometimes speed, just pure speed, is going to win. I don't care how athletic you are on the other side of the ball. When a guy's that fast and he can just take off, if a quarterback has time to throw the ball and release it when he wants to, that's the end result. Nothing you can do about that. He was just a better athlete on that play.
We play for the win. Let's go!
At their own 21-yard line.
Here we go.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And it's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3-point CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. This is Coleman. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. First down, San Francisco. The pickup, 14 yards. Well, remember, Tevin Coleman was in the two-headed backfield in Atlanta during his 4 years there, along with Devontae Freeman. Now he joins a crowded backfield in San Francisco. But in Atlanta, he played under offensive coordinator Kyle Shanahan, and then, of course, Shanahan becomes a 49er head coach, and he made it a point to go out and snag his former running back because he really likes his 26-year-old ball carrier. Levante David, the Bucs' leading tackler, 6 of the last 7 years in there to make the stop. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
White.
Mike 5-4. Come on, baby.
Hey, box truck. 12.
To throw, it's Garoppolo. There's the first NFL catch for South Carolina's Deebo Samuel. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Garoppolo finding his tight end Kittle. Now he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They'll run here with Coleman out of the gun. Levante David in on the tackle.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Here's a throw out wide complete to his running back right side. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs' 26. Garoppolo, 5 out of 10, 50% throwing it. Not so hot, but he does have a first down. A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. Under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36. Vita Vea breaking through to get the sack. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. So second and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll send you cross-state to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have all the stats and all the scores from games going on during another busy Sunday in the National Football League. Another try after the first down sack. Garoppolo.
It is tough to complete passes against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation, and there the defense won the battle.
54's Mike. 54's Mike. Check.
On third and long, it's Garoppolo. And now Garoppolo lost the football, and it's picked up by the Buccaneers. He's at the 40, the 20, 10, and he will score. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. So this defense clicking early in the year, week one, the return for a touchdown.
The organization made a concerted effort in the offseason to improve this defense. I have to say they like the early returns.
The point after through the raindrops, up and good. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. Fielded about a yard deep. Now a hit and a loose football. And it's picked up by the Buccaneers. And they will finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line. So a teammate picking him up there, that was nearly disaster.
And the way that you coach these things, you want to make sure you have eyes towards the return guy, because you want to make sure that the catch is secured. A lot of teams do that. They have at least one guy. Okay, you're responsible for making sure he secures the catch. He's not always the one that makes the recovery, but he can always sound out the alarm. Hey, ball's on the ground. We've got to get it back.
On 2nd and 7, Brady. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up third down. In danger of squandering their great field position as they come up on a 3rd and 7.
Hey, team 6. Hey, go 66.
Here's Brady to throw. And he's got his tight end, Howard. It's a Buccaneer touchdown. 10 yards on the touchdown pass as the Buccaneers tack on to their lead. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And a rout is on here in this first half. And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And this not an easy situation. You're down early, in the elements, you're on the road. How do you get the mojo back?
But one thing is to remember that as an offensive player, you have a much better idea of what you're trying to accomplish and where you're trying to go than the defender. So in this case, because you know it, you can make your cuts with a little more decisiveness. Maybe a second fake, some double moves, things of that nature to go ahead and try and put some pressure on the defense.
And now another turnover as this one's intercepted. Trevor Williams with a pick.
You're trailing, you're trying to get points late in half. I absolutely understand that. But remember, it's all about the ball. And without the ball, you can't get those points. They just turned it over.
Now you got to be careful because that deficit can get a little bigger on the other side with that good field position they just took over with. That's complete to his receiver, Godwin. A good pickup there at 20 yards. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half.
Wait, that 380.
Mike 5-4. Hey, watch the slant. Watch the slant.
72. Hey, Alpha.
On 1st and 10, here's Brady. Letting one go deep for the end zone. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete. Gronkowski, the intended receiver, and that'll bring up second down. They're going for a receiver there. Already has one touchdown in this first half. A second one not to be.
I like where their headspace is, though. I mean, I really like the thought process, right? You got a guy who's already scored one, right? You want to go back to him, continue the hot hand, and make them adjust to you defensively. I like what they were trying to get done, even though they weren't successful.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Brady. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. The turnover put them in great field position. They don't want to squander it with 3rd down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You've got to cash in and get some points.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long.
56, Mike, 56, right there.
From the gun, it's Brady. Gonna throw deep for the end zone. And oh, it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Jason Verrett. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Here we go.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And the ball backed way up. So thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it. And we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. So we are at halftime here in the opener of the 2019 regular season. As we send you a stone's throw away across I-4 to Orlando. There standing by is Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, we'll see if Week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. They'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line.
Here we go.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10. A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Go!
Mike 54! Mike 54!
Working from the gun, Garoppolo. And that will be incomplete.
And we're into the second half now, and this is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. This is taken at the 23. That'll be a 50-yard punt with 8 on the return. And that will come the offense as they take over. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
Hey, how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion. Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. Brady's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10.
I'm coming.
Let's go no, 66. Check it, reload.
Now a play fake. Brady. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Eric Armstead, the defensive end, will get credited for the sack.
Well, partner, we know they came out of the locker room down on the scoreboard, but I will guarantee you the defensive side of the ball got super emotional. They can come out and play with aggressiveness, with fury, because they don't have to be quite as precise, and it paid off for them on that play, didn't it?
Sure did. Excellent play, really setting the tone for this third quarter. Airing this one out for Evans. And this will be caught at the 30. A big play that time for Tampa Bay. 51 yards. That pass was heavily defended on third down, but you know what? He's one of the best in the league at body control, and he showed you why there.
So what that tells you is that the guy throwing the football understands his guys, doesn't he? Give them a chance, put it up there, and realize that even in a battle, they're more than likely to come down with the football.
And Brady's throw there, incomplete.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but they make them out of bounds. That does you no good.
Only a yard on the pickup there, so it leaves them needing a conversion here on 3rd and a tough 9.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
Brady going to throw. He's got Evans. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on third down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the...
And he will fight his way into the end zone for a touchdown. A 10-yard touchdown run as his guys continue to put this one out of reach.
Could not block that one any better. Everyone was accounted for, and a great surge by the offensive line.
Extra point by Gay is up and good, and the lead will swell by one more. And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here.
21.
On 2nd and 7, Garoppolo nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
So if we recount real quick, he had the touchdown earlier, and now he comes up with the sack here. No doubt about it, he's having himself a game.
Here we go.
Well, that last sack, it puts Garoppolo and the 49ers in a tough spot. They face a 3rd and long. From the gun on 3rd, Garoppolo. And able to haul it in is Kittle. And mark him down way up close to the 40 at the 39. A pickup of 24 on the 3rd down conversion.
49er first down.
Here we go. Black 80!
54, Mike 54.
All day, baby.
From the gun, it's a handoff to Coleman. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Vision is so important for the man in the middle because his ability to look through all the clutter that's happening in front of him, diagnose a play, and then go make it and finish it, that's when the great ones know that they have the goods.
Hey, Delta, 1, Omaha.
On 2nd and 9, Garoppolo. This is Coleman with a grab. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down. Garoppolo now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10.
Here we go.
Here I come again.
And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. A loss of 2 there. 2nd down.
65. 1, Omaha.
On 2nd and 12, Garoppolo got the connection here to Bourne. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down. On 3rd down, here's Coleman. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. It's a pickup of 3, but it brings up what will be an interesting 4th and 1. I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this 3rd quarter as he'll go for it on 4th down.
21. Hey, exit.
Garoppolo to throw for it on 4th. It's complete. Swings it out to his running back. And he's not even going to come close. A big loss in the wrong direction on 4th down. Even though they didn't get it, probably the right call. Too long for a field goal and just not a whole lot to gain from a punt there.
Yeah, you wouldn't have really netted very much yardage if you punt the ball, right? And the thing about a field goal, and you know this from so much experience, the longer the field goal, the lower it comes out off the kick, right? Which means it's got a better chance of being blocked. So you're taking a chance either way. I like the fact they went for it.
Play action. Now it's Brady. Oh, a battle for it here, and this will be caught. 17 yards on the play, and a Buccaneer 1st down. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Back now in Tampa. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the 4th quarter. A very one-sided affair.
Hey, one set. 72.
Brady now on 1st down. He's going to let it go deep for the end zone and nearly picked it off. He had a chance to come down with that in the end zone, but it'll wind up just being incomplete. 4th quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead, because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you can put yourself in jeopardy.
And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
Hey, echo.
Mike spot 4. Let's go.
Alert.
Let's go, Heavy. Tell me what you got. Heavy? Give me some.
Hey, Haywood.
Again, they'll throw with Brady. And almost picked off. I guess the good news for them now, it's 4th down.
I know that interception was dropped, and it would have been their 3rd of the game, and I will guarantee you, in the huddle, on the bench, all the defensive guys have been talking about is, we've got this guy right where we want him. Who's going to get the next one? It almost becomes a challenge, and they missed a golden opportunity.
And no mistaking that sound. It reverberated through the whole stadium.
And it's the sound, Brandon, no kicker wants to hear. It looked like he had it on target the whole way, but the upright said,
Garoppolo now, 1st down throw. Completes it to the tight end, Kittle. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. He'll get a dozen there, and it's a 1st down, 49ers. They'll run on 1st down. Coleman. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run. Got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters. No reason to lighten up now. 2nd and 5 now. Garoppolo on the screen. This is Coleman. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. Throwing is Garoppolo on third down. And the throw there going to be incomplete. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense is well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
And this works out well as it'll kick out of bounds at the 11-yard line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup, let him get some time?
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. These guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game. And that's always puzzled me a little bit.
Oh, good move. This complete to Jones. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. First down, Tampa Bay there, a gain of 13. So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Now Brady. He's going to rifle one deep left side. That's going to be caught. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. O.J. Howard, already his second touchdown here in this opening weekend, as his guys continue to pour it on. Extra point by Gay is up and good, and that will extend this big lead. And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
From the 25 on second down, Garoppolo. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off at the 47. And they will set up shop at their own 46-yard line. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. The outcome of this one, well, we know who's going to win it. It's just all window dressing at this point. Got me thinking, what's the biggest blowout that you've been a part of as a player, broadcaster?
Well, I'm not going to go to the player part because when I think blowout...
Because you won every game as a player.
No. I think about being blown out. And no one wants to go back to those memories. But, when I was calling college football, I saw a game that...
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. D. Ford able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Buccaneer football as we welcome you back. They've got a third down now as they look for one more first down to help salt this one away.
56, Mike, 56, right there, 56.
Alert!
Hey, watch the slant. Mike, 56.
Hey, wahoo!
In your face. 56 to Mike, boys, 56.
53, Linda!
Set the tone, defense.
Hold 50.
Here's Brady. And he's got an open man. It's Gronkowski. And he's got to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A good pickup there, 26 yards. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Here's Jones. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. A big pickup there, 18 yards and a Buccaneer first.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
Hey, high 7.
56.
Shadow.
Into the red zone, it's Brady. Back of the end zone, could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete. Gronkowski, the intended target, but it'll be second down. The incompletion there stops the clock. Any surprise of throwing here late?
Ordinarily, yes, because you would think enough is enough. They've got plenty of lead, but I've seen this a bunch of times as well. The defense is going to crowd the line of scrimmage. If you just hand it off inside, you're getting your running back popped a lot as well. Sometimes the defense...
And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by the safety, Jarquiski Tart. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
That's going to be caught by Samuel. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. So fire the cannons. It's a victory here for Tampa Bay. And, partner, I must say, good to see you again. Been too long. And it's good to have football back, isn't it?
Didn't you see me in preseason? Weren't we together in preseason?
Yeah, but preseason, you know, it's preseason. This is week 1.
Oh, you're trying to say real football.
Real football.
Not preseason football,
yeah.
where we